Yep, I've got all that stuff ready to go, and so
Aw, it's sad to see those empty chairs.
it is. And the group is down to 5. Yeah, it looks like my son's gone. He might be having connection issues, maybe. Hopefully.
Oh, now
Yeah,
there's fighting styles.
User joined your channel.
There he is. What's up, dude?
Hey, had to restart my computer.
What's going on, my boy?
Not much.
School going good and everything? Getting some good grades? Alright.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's gonna happen if you don't. Just playing. Nothing like putting you on the spot in front of everybody, huh, bud?
Yeah, I just went and got my first job application too.
Did you really?
Yes.
Are you gonna go get a job at that pizza place?
Mm-mm. It's a place called Cookout.
Very cool.
Right, I am back.
Alright, well I think everybody's here.
I don't see
Where's
Jeff
Gibby?
and Purist in the thing. Oh, there we go.
Gibby just stopped by last week to raise some
Be
hell.
right back.
Tell me Gibby ain't staying? What kind of friend is that?
Well, I mean,
He's
seeing that we
drunk.
do only have 5 players now, I guess I should probably start playing Gibby make Gibby a bard. Huh? Huh? Eh?
No, I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Oh!
They changed the name from Gladiator to Weapon Master. What kind of fiends are these?
Well, Jeff, you'll always be a gladiator in my eyes. Oh, that's kind of sounded creepy, actually. I take that back.
Yeah, you want to fall on his pink sword.
Are you not entertained?
Little Jimmy, have you ever seen a grown man naked? Have you ever watched gladiator movies? You know how Spot jumps up on your leg and never mind. That was a
What
great
the
movie.
fuck?
It was Airplane, dude.
Oh, Airplane, shite! It's been so long since I've seen
Yeah.
that movie.
Oh, Leslie Nielsen.
Is he still alive or is he dead?
He's
dead.
yeah, he's. I'm sure he's probably dead by now. I don't know though. Is he dead, Jilly? I know his career's dead. So, hey everybody in the stream, thanks for
Yeah, but he made his money.
coming out tonight.
Yep. He died in 2010.
No shit. How unfortunate.
He was old as fuck.
Whoops.
Yeah, he was
Motherfucker.
old.
He was born in 1926.
Damn.
And he came out looking like he did.
Right?
David, would you allow
Yeah.
multiclassing?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. I need to read that new PDF that came out. So
Jesus Christ.
we'll see.
Yeah, I
If
rolled
so-
a natural 20 on that great sword attack.
All right.
Oh, I hit 8 damage.
Well, I think we're everybody's here. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, let's see. Samora, why don't you go ahead and give us a recap from last week? Seeing that it actually did involve you, so you can go ahead and give the recap.
I can't remember. I really can't.
It was
Was that what?
the last
yeah,
week
well-
in the Grey Mines.
Oh, was it?
The Grey Wizard?
Oh, was it? For some
Yeah.
reason in my mind, I keep thinking we've done something else since then. Well, if it was the last week that we was in the mines for, then we bumped into some familiar faces within the dungeon. I believe, like Dritz. I came to terms with the death of my potential surrogate father, Razalin, as they did the job for us. We freed the people of Stench and liberated them from the dungeons finally, and they took the copper as they went. Bastion has now returned to go back with them. I don't know what happened with the cook, mind you. I think we gave a proposition to the cook to come and be our personal one, but I don't think we've heard anything back since then. We've also decided to keep the dungeon but gut it of all its resources, and currently Jeff has lost his stake in the dungeon because he sold it to
You say
Chile.
lost, I say opportunity.
Well, you took the money and ran, and obviously, like I said to you earlier, we are potentially turning that dungeon into a red light district, and I expect you to do your part.
Just give me some beds and a window.
Oh, hello. Are we fighting that? Okay.
I'm sorry. You gotta stay the hell out of our dungeon, man. Sorry.
Don't.
Yay,
Hey,
Wow.
you promised. You
The-
promised a bed.
The temperature just got really cold in here real quick.
Was
I
last
promised
week
a bed.
when we...
You said the temperature got really cold.
Last week, was that where we killed the cleric of Loth and fought the mage that summoned the illusionary beholder?
That is true.
Oh, good. Yep, Chili did his lovely horn of blasting and nearly killed us all.
That he did. That he did.
I didn't nearly kill you all.
We were suffering
I had the situation firmly under control.
by blowing the horn. Yeah, in my mind, I keep on thinking we've played another session since that day, since that week. I don't know why. Maybe I'm having like a time lapse.
You're smoking crack pretty much.
Probably, yeah.
Hey, crackhead.
Come on, man! Quit holding out on me.
Look at Vay's new miniature. She doesn't look like an old hag anymore. She actually looks 2013 now.
She was like a whore.
Oh, man. Vay, are you going to take
Damn.
that? You get Magic Missile on another level, I think, don't you? I don't know. Chili has a lot of HP. He could probably take a Magic Missile.
What magic does
4 or 5.
they have?
Just look at the character sheet.
Yeah, but in a roleplay sense, I can't look at her character sheet.
You should be able to look at it. Everybody should be able to look at everybody's.
No, I meant in an RP
in a
sense.
roleplay sense, would you really give a shit what magic she has?
Yeah, because I want to know what she's hitting you with.
She ain't hit me with nothing.
Oh, she gets Ray of Frost. Excellent.
Alright, so that's where we're at. It was a great recap by Samora, who couldn't remember
Okay.
last week. Even
Nah,
though
I can fucking remember nothing.
the entire quest line was for him last week. I'm glad he remembered
He
it.
left out the most vital part.
What was that?
We got a fucking beer spider.
I know, he didn't say anything about it.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
back.
I'm not much of a drinker myself, and plus, I'm not one to dwell on the past. Really, the wrestling issue is dead. The Greys are dead. I'm moving on. I've got a fucking stake in a dungeon. That was the most important part for me.
Right.
Right?
Now we have to think about how we can capitalize on that dungeon.
Casino.
I got a few ideas. We
Casino.
call it the maze.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
What about like a coliseum of sorts?
you can add a Coliseum in there. I actually have a kit to make a Coliseum. So if you guys wanted to make a Coliseum, you could do it. I don't know who you would get to watch that stuff unless you ask the giants of the Sword Mountains to come in and watch. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because of its location, it's not going to be a prime location for a commercial type business.
yeah,
They always put, like,
We would
theme
have to think
parks
about
anyway, though.
mining or think about maybe military training or something. I don't know. I have to think
Well, it's,
about
do-
it. We'll,
it's doing
we'll
nothing
toss
at the
around
moment.
ideas.
Can we not lease it out as like rented accommodation? Can we not lease it to like perhaps like Lord
To who?
Nasher?
For
it's like the the nobles and the merchants were saying last week that is a very difficult thing to try to even inquire about selling, because it's out of any kind of jurisdiction from any of the cities, Waterdeep or Neverwinter or Baldur's Gate. So it's sort of like a
right, and
it's
you
like they
really
were telling you, it's a possession's 9/10 of the law.
So what you're telling me is somebody's going to try and rob us off that shit.
Yeah, well, you guys did a pretty good job on getting everything out, so there's really nothing of any value in there anymore. And also, you sealed it up pretty good, so
Okay.
we'll give it a little while. So anyway, Greg, I see you
Now
were
we-
there, and we'll go ahead and we'll get started. You just had an audience with Lord Nasher, and he basically has asked you to. There's some issues or some problems arising in the small town of Daggerford, and it's a several-day journey from Neverwinter. You guys know of it's a pretty bustling little community. It's not a major player, population-wise or anything. It's basically just a small community. It's a place that's it's not in the limelight like the Waterdeeps or the Neverwinters or the Baldur's Gate or anything like that. That's about as much as you guys know.
and where's this at?
Daggerford is on the long road. I will pull up the map for you guys real quick. Or Forgotten
I
Realms
see. It's
map.
on the other side of Waterdeep.
Correct. It is. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a long damn way
It's
away.
right here.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. Lord Nasher says that he will have one of his archmages teleport you to some ruins outside of Daggerford. But if you would like to make the 4-day trip on horseback, he says you're more than welcome to. But if you want to save 4 days, he'll have one of his archmages send you there, basically.
Do we know why we're going, or does Gregos know why he's going?
He just he wants you to look. He basically says that you need to look for a paladin named Estival, and Estival will fill you in more when you guys get there. He doesn't have a lot of information currently at the moment.
Okay, so we
We'll
were all
report to
present.
Daggerford, talk to Estival, and get instructed on what to do next.
All right. So do you guys want to get any kind of supplies or anything? I've adjusted all your guys' character sheets to where all of your money and everything is in the campaign journal now, and you guys can see that everybody has their own section there.
Well, I want to get the go-ahead from the rest of the group about going. And I assume that I had this meeting with Lord Nasher alone, or did everybody come, or what?
No, it was just you because you were summoned actually after Gibby had left last week. Good old Gibby. Look at that beer spider. That thing is badass.
It is.
Need to add some glass
So-
kegs to the top of it. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
That's the. Oh, that's fine. I can understand. All excited. It's a beer spider, for God's sake.
Yeah, Gregos, how did your
Um,
meeting go?
Well, Lord Nasher wants us to go to Daggerford. He asked if we would go to Daggerford. And,
Is he
talked
paying?
to a fellow there. Well, of course they will be paying. We didn't discuss the terms on how much. I'm
Well,
not
I
really
know
sure on the
there's-
details. I
yeah,
gotta get the
there's-
details once I get.
I'll have to go with you. At the end of the day, you own 2/5 of the dungeon. It's within my interest to make sure you stay alive as a potential business partner.
He also said that he would have his archmages teleport us closer, so we do not have to make the trip on horseback.
Will he be teleporting our horses as well?
It's a
He
good
will.
question.
Hmm. He will.
Yes,
All right.
yes, he will.
I get to have my stumpy.
I just heard through my headset piece here that I have a covert ops headpiece.
Well, you guys do know that I did acquire a copy of that Gen Con D&D Next Ghost of Dragonspear Castle. So there's going to be I'm going to be doing this module basically as the next entire campaign setting. So it's a rather large module, and there's a lot of dialogue that I'll be reading to you guys, giving you guys descriptions and stuff. So I
Cool.
want to go a little old school and do a classic type of module adventure. So I'm just warning you guys that there's going to be quite a bit of dialogue, but then again there's actually quite a bit of old school dungeon type of grinding, and then there's also some other optional stuff that I'm adding in. That's my own stuff. So, but
I like dialogue. In fact, Dave, I've got quite a bit of dialogue myself.
oh,
Smorrow likes dialogue. How about that?
And
Mm.
grinding.
whoa.
No fucking way.
All right, so the party. So you guys are all in agreement to make the port to Daggerford and jump into the portal on the Enterprise and get beamed up.
Is he
I guess where's
charging us anything for the teleport?
No, he's just basically wanting to get you guys there as soon as possible.
All right.
I
I'm
need
game.
sound like Popo's at your house?
They're coming to get me.
God damn!
Yeah, I
They're
got
right outside your door.
Yeah, there. I got all my windows open and everything. They were right outside.
That,
I'd like to hear from
Underground D&D.
I'd like to hear.
Purist, Jeff, what do you guys think? I think that's where Chili
Yeah.
was going
Yeah,
with
that's
that.
that's where I'd like to. Yep,
That's,
yep.
that's fine with me.
Let's do it. Can't
Hang
wait
on a
for some
minute.
grinding.
Wait. Magic is pretty dangerous. I've seen V throw a couple of those magic missiles. Is there any chance that this Enterprise through a portal will end up with all of us melded into a single body?
So long as you
Can I throw
don't
in through the portal?
do a cartwheel through it.
I'm alright then. You're fucked, Jeff.
So
Let's
can I
do it.
like jump in the air like Austin Power style into the portal? Like the frozen pose?
What, and you spin in a circle as you go through it?
That is great.
yeah, hell yeah.
All I can see is just mini-me frozen there as he's fixing to jump through that portal. God.
We should send a drone through first. Make sure there's no gold.
Oh my gosh. Alright.
All right, so someone tie a rope to me and I'll go in.
I have actually got 50.
Stay away from the light,
feet of
Carol
length.
Ann.
I like y'all's new miniatures too. They look pretty good.
I think.
Yeah, they're
I
pretty
have
good
to-
looking.
I'm gonna have to do some customization on mine.
Yeah, feel free to.
I'm going to put a Neverwinter emblem on the shield.
That would be
since
perfect.
I'm a Neverwinter fucking person.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool, man. You can change the colors, do whatever you want with it, man. Be creative, man. Don't care.
Yeah, because Neverwinter colors I think are light blue.
I will, after the
I mean-
game, I'll get you that file.
Right on. I'll pass it over to my professional artist, APOC, and let him do it for me.
All right.
Because he is good at that shit. He's got a degree in that shit, as a matter of fact.
Yep.
Alright, so let's teleport.
Yeah, let's do it.
Color party, go.
I helped edit your shield for you.
God.
You put a turret on it?
That damn.
What did you put on there? Would you put a penis on it?
He did.
What? Damn, Jeff, I'm beginning to wonder about you, man. You have some fascination with penises.
Wow.
Passes the time.
Well, he's in high
He's a
school.
halfling, so he gets to see a lot of penises.
Wow.
All right, so everybody jumps into the portal.
Lately, I've been seeing a lot of small ones.
Oh.
Ah, well, you should stop looking down when you pee then.
Ow. All right, so this is
Don't worry, I don't.
where we are at now. You guys can actually
Oh.
put the
Nice map.
Yeah, nice map.
you can actually put this this is actually in the book that I scanned on my printer, and you are actually just a little, maybe a couple miles outside of Daggerford, and you make the small trip to Daggerford. And every year around this midsummer, the population of Daggerford swells as people come from up and down the Sword Coast to partake in the town's annual festival of games. While merchants hawk their wares along crowded boulevards, crowds gather to witness all manners of contest, from archery and tug-of-wars to wrestling and pie eating, which would be my favorite. But alas, ill weather has dampened this year's festivities. Torrential rains falls thick from black clouds as wild coastal winds howl through the darkened streets. Guests pack the local inns and taverns, hoping for some reprieve while keeping their spirits high with drinking games and music. But the storm has been relentless and there's no end in sight. Not surprisingly, the storm has given rise to lots of gossip about recent events in town, namely the capture of a tattooed man believed to be a red wizard of Thay. Man, this is so coincidental, isn't it? Gray wizards. Now we got red wizards we're trying to frickin' deal with. Unbelievable. What would
Like their experiments.
no. Well, what would a red wizard be doing so far from home, you ask? That's a great question. Well, according to the local gossip mongers, he was magically disguised and working for Lord Floshin as a gardener of all things. That's right, the same Lord Floshin whose estate was attacked and looted by orcs and half-orcs a fortnight ago. They say the Red Wizard was behind it, and that's why he's doomed to be hanged after the festival. It's a good thing Lord Floshin wasn't home during the attack. He could have been captured and taken away by the orcs. That's what happened to his servants. Gods protect them. One can only imagine their horrible fate. So, you guys are in Daggerford. Shitty weather. Crappy weather, sorry. There's really not much going on because of the weather. And, well, anyway, the festivities have been called off, except for the pie eating contest. Jeff actually gets into that and wins it. Wins a ribbon. And
That's right.
he gets to poke it
Well,
on
the
his
archery
chest.
contest is not there.
No, the archery contest was canceled because of the weather.
It's not the size of the stomach, it's how you stuff it.
Wow.
They're having a hanging. You guys get there. It's early morning, and they're fixing to have a hanging for this supposed red wizard that was actually in charge of ransacking Lord Floshin's estate. And the estate actually was, which is up here as you guys can see, up on the upper left-hand side. That's where his estate was, and now they're going to hang this guy. And you guys actually run into a, you seek your way and you find an estival, which is actually there at the hanging. They are going to hang this guy, actually, for hiring a band of orcs. The local, I think they were called the Klotskull orcs, and they are a half orc and orc type of tribe, and they basically ransacked it. There's also as far as you know, there's an altar stolen, and also there were some servants of Lord Floshin that were taken as well. And so you guys make your way to the hanging. There's a large crowd there. They're ready for some entertainment because everybody's pissed off because of the festivities were canceled and everything. And you actually run into Estival, the paladin, and he's
Nothing
pretty
like
much
a good old hanging.
yeah, he's pretty much the Lord of the Guard, I guess you could say. He doesn't actually run Daggerford, but yeah, that's where we're at.
Well, what does my magical and forbidden lore tell me about Red Wizard?
You do know that you do know a little bit of information that the Red Wizards are looking for some kind of. That's a good question, actually. I'm glad you asked that, so I won't have to work that in later. They are looking for some elemental keys. Something about they're looking for elemental keys, and that's about as much as the lore that you have knowledge of, anyways. And you do know that there are 4 different elements. There's fire, air, cold, and lightning, and they are looking for these keys. And supposedly, they're definitely up to no good. They want, they're going to get up to no good with these keys, and that's about as much as you know.
So this isn't the Red Wizard, but a Red Wizard.
This is just a Red Wizard. Yeah, it's another large group, sort of like the Grey Wizards, but the Red Wizards are probably a little bit more organized. You guys pretty much nipped the butt of the Grey Wizards, and in fact, like you guys came to the conclusion at the end of the adventure that the Grey Wizards was just basically an illusion, because it was actually the Dark Elves and Loth that were actually looking to, gain power in the Sword Mountains, and that's how that they were able to, attract Samora, and thankfully for you guys, Wolfgar and Drizzt Do'Urden and the other heroes of the Forgotten Realms were there to interject as well, because of it was Wolfgar was one of Wolfgar's kindred's villages that was also ransacked as well from the Drows, aka Grey Wizards. So that's why they got involved. And now the heroes are on their way to the small town of 10 Towns. So they said maybe that you guys will meet down the line again. So they had major dealings to take care of in this small town of 10 Towns. So.
Sorry, Dave. Where did we initially get teleported into with this place?
Just a few miles outside of Daggerford.
Okay, and did we see what the Floshin estate looked like as we walked down to Daggerford? Namely, the garden?
No.
Did the garden look okay?
No, there's actually, if I'm not mistaken, 1 hex on this map is 30 miles. So you were just several miles outside of town. So
okay.
Yeah, 1 hex is 30 miles. So you would have, yeah, you weren't teleported anywhere near the Floshin estate. The Floshin estate. I'm sorry. You were probably teleported, just several miles, probably right under the R or something. In those roundabout areas. So you guys meet Estival, and the paladin